Okay, hello to Prison Architect. In the tips and tricks section, I'm beginner 123, and today we talk about rooms. This is the second part of a series about the rooms. The first part of the series I will link now in the upper right corner. So when you haven't seen the first part where we discussed the first 15 rooms, then please check firstly the first part before you look at the second part. But if you want to, you can also directly look at the second part because the first part were mainly the regular rooms. So what I will do now is I will now go on with the missing rooms here to explain them, and I try to get small priority, but it's not so easy regarding priority because there are rooms for the prisoners, there are rooms for the staff still open. So yeah, we'll find a way around. As there are still 33 rooms open, my plan is here to go on with the rooms as far as we will get for the planned time, around 45 minutes I would say, and then we'll see, but I assume we will need a third video regarding rooms to have also the new rooms all explained. Okay, so for this, wait, I switch on here. For this here, I've selected here a different prison than the last one. As you can see, it's easy to reason because here, this is a prison I started freshly. It's not so built up and full like the other prisons. And as we also want to build some of the rooms, I personally would say it's easier here because we have here free space to place the rooms. Exactly. So, but the rooms that are already existing, I will use here and show you and explain. And the new rooms I will build. So, then it's easier. And then I will save it somewhere. Okay, so let's start the topic. So, the next room I would like to start is the staff room. I will also here in parallel make myself notes that I also then afterwards know the order. Okay, so next one is the staff room. Let me note this down first. Okay, the staff room. The staff room is needed for the staff, as mentioned inside the name. And the idea is that the staff also need a place to rest between the shifts they are in. And some of you may remember I mentioned that there is the option you can set that the staff room also have needs like food and water, and this is the prison where I added this. So first I'll show you where the staff room is. Here is the staff room. It also makes sense, as you can see here, it also makes sense to have here more than one staff room. For example, I have here one staff room outside. This makes sense because otherwise the staff needs too much, the policeman needs too much time to get from outside to the inside and back again. So it makes sense also here in the corners to establish some staff rooms. Also it makes sense here in the yard area nearby have a staff room that they can easily rest and that the ways are shorter normally. So the staff room. Now here we have the speciality that in this prison we have the needs for the staff activated. So what you see here is we have the regular necessary parts you need for staff room, like the coffee machine, the couches, or drink machine. I think let me have a look shortly, then I can. Staff room. Wo war noch klar? One moment. Here, staff room. Genau. Exactly. So what you need for staff room is a wide sofa, or another kind of sofa, and a drink machine. And you see here, we have here also these, what's the name of it? We have also here a serving table for the staff, and you also see that that in this case here, it's filled from the cooks. It will be filled from the cooks. So you can also check your logistics, food distribution. Here you see that the kitchen provides the food also for the staff here. And you can also see that the staff here, eats the food. Yeah. So all fine. I personally think this is a realistic option because, the staff would stay there between shifts when they have more than one shift and would eat inside prison. So it's really realistic here at this point. The staff room. Further to say. Yeah, also regarding staff room, you can also build it smaller. Then you get an arrow regarding the size, but sometimes when you all don't have that much space, it makes sense. Exactly. And I think also regarding room quality, no, room quality doesn't play a role here for the staff room. So the next important room, I was surprised I missed it on the first run. The next important room for the prisoners mostly is the laundry. So yeah, easy explained. As you can see, the prisoners get here new clothes, but the clothes get dirty over time and they need to be cleaned. And for this, you need laundry. And for laundry, I show you here the icon for the laundry. The laundry. One moment. Somehow they need to be more better. Yeah, exactly. I switch back to A to Z. Yes, A to Z. Here, filter order A to Z. Easier life, for sure. Laundry. Here it is. Here you see the laundry. For laundry, you need here a laundry machine, laundry basket, and ironing board. Exactly. And this also needs to be here connected to the water pipes. And what can also happen is that some machines burn down. So some sprinkler are useful. Okay. The laundry. Regarding laundry, also logistic here, you need to define. You have here a special folder, laundry distribution. You see here, laundry distribution. So you can also in a big prison have more than one laundry, and then you define which areas are connected to this laundry. So where the dirty clothes get selected and then washed and then bring back. And for sure, this can make here an impact on your contraband because they could hide something inside the baskets here. So. Okay, but laundry is necessary in a prison, otherwise prisoners will get mad because they feel dirty as they are with too long worn clothes. So laundry is really important. Number 17. And yes, in the laundry, people can work there. So look at prison labor. We can here define that people can work in the laundry. So prisoners can work in laundry. No? Okay, laundry. 17. I check now what makes sense to check next. Yes. Okay. Next, we go back to rooms regarding storage of parts or import-export of stuff, and we have a look now. I'm getting much faster today than last time, I think. Well, let's see. Okay. Okay. So, exports and exports. Here you see exports. Yes, I put exports exactly. The reason I put it outside here is because when you produce parts in your prison, like license plates or woodworking stuff, then you will have in the end license plates produced and they need to get out to the customer. Then this is handled with the exports. And therefore I like to put the exports here outside of the prison area, that they can be fastly put to the truck and then put out of the prison. Sure, you can also put the exports here somewhere, but then also the workers that here transport the stuff really take long ways and it takes a long time. When you put it directly there, it will be put there once and then put on the next truck and out of the prison. So makes sense to have the stuff. You see it here, no exports, garbage, deliveries. The other two I explained in the first video. It makes sense to have the stuff here all outside of the prison and nearby the trucks. Sure, if you have a lot of production parts, you can also make a separate export or storage area. But I think then the storage area may be more helpful. It's possible both ways. So exports. Okay, the next room is again for the prisoners, and let me think about if it makes sense to switch to wait a minute. Okay, no, it's there. Okay. The next I think the best solution is I will show you that's how I do it. I will show you the rooms that are already inside the prison here, and then I will add some additional rooms or switch later to another prison. Let's see. But okay, the next room here is the mail room. Yeah, the mail room is needed because prisoners receive letter from their beloved ones and also send letter to their beloved ones for sure. So therefore, this mail needs to be checked and sorted to the correct person. So there's a bag of mails coming in, and this needs to be sorted, and then that it gets to the right prisoner on time. How is this done? There's a sorting desk here, and then they will sort it, and then they will put the prisoner. This is also prison labor, can also be done here. So here I can also assign here prisoners. The reason why it won't get directly here, get a coloring, is because they need a basic course. Let me check. Program. There is something. I think the foundation education program is it. I think when they do, I think this one. For the kitchen, you need a kitchen safety and hygiene program. When you are successful, then you are allowed to work in the kitchen. And I think for the other jobs, I think that's the foundation education program. Genau, here, passing allows prisoners work in the library. Okay, so at least you can work in the library. Okay, so. Exactly, so we have been here at the mail room. Zoom in here. This is the mail room. From logistics, there's nothing special for the mail room. No, only that you can assign prisoners to the mail room. Okay. Mail room. 19. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's also some prisoners need a spiritual guidance, which means that they have a place to meet a rabbi or a priest for their beliefs, to bring them through the hard time in prison. And for this, you have the room chapel. It's here, chapel. And as you can see here, you put here an altar, some prayer mats, some pews, and that's that. So it won't work automatically. What you need to do is, when you have generate the room here, and also the room is correctly assigned as a chapel, this is important, then you can go here to programs, as we have opened already. And then you will see here spiritual guidance, and then you can define when a priest or somebody else can come and help the prisoners, or yes, exactly. So, and then when you then have more than one slot, you can also be then priests and rabbis for different religions. Okay. The prisoners can only participate when they have free time. So, for example, if you see here 9 to 11, let's check the regime. 9 to 11. Here. Here. Minimum and medium security have free or work time, so they can go here to get a spiritual guidance. And that's that. Now maybe the question, why don't you put more here? Oh, it's possible, okay. At one point, you see, there is no schedule, there's no slot free for the prisoners to attend there. But it makes sense to have here one more, exactly. Wait, I'm in the wrong. Here you see it, okay. Spiritual guidance, the chapel, okay. Where did I put it? I saw it already, I think. There it is. Okay. Okay. The next room you need sooner or later, for sure, is the classroom. Yeah. The classroom is necessary on the one side to train the give me a second. To train the guards to use the taser. And on the other side, it's needed for sorry, a little cold. On the other side, it's needed. The prisoners can use this for their education programs. So a lot of education programs. We can have a look here inside the programs, and here's the parole hearing I have talked about. This is done in the no, sorry. Parole hearing is something else. Parole we make as next one. Parole hearing is something different. This was wrong. What I mean is I don't see it at the moment. But there can be something like taser and so some of the programs like this one. Yeah, here, for example, the foundation education program can only be done in the classroom. So that's the reason why you need classroom. For classroom, you need school desk, office desk, yeah, and normally also a chair, but in old times there was a chair, now chair is gone, but you can put a chair anyway. Okay, that's the reason of a classroom. There needs to be no alignment regarding some areas. Classroom will be used for the people that are using, that are allowed to participate in the programs. Okay. Okay, so what is the parole and why do I need it? Okay. Do we have a parole? Yeah. Oh, perfectly. We're already on the right. We are already on. Oh, and it's already live. The parole is already ongoing. Huh? This is timing. Unplanned. Unplanned, but it works. Okay, so. Parole. Let me check the entry here. Okay, so what will happen in parole is there will be tested if there's a possibility that the prisoner can leave earlier the prison. And for this, it will be checked regarding his mindset, if it's fine to release him earlier. And because that result can be positive or negative, you should always station a few guards inside the parole room, because if the result is negative, it can be problematic, and with a few guards, they can handle the situation directly. And what you see here is, I think this one is the, wait, tap is your friend. I don't get it. I think one is the lawyer and the other one is the warden or something. I'm unsure what's. Let me check. Maybe it's mentioned here. Genau. Room with the warden and the chief. Okay, so the chief is there and the warden, and they decide then. And you also can see here in the to-do list, you can see okay. I think normally you can see also how many are for parole. Maybe it can be that all are up for parole, and therefore it's fine. Okay, this is parole. Exactly, and the same as with classroom. Here's next one. So it only works when you're here at parole hearing. You see, you can add here parole hearing. I think you can also add here. No. And parole hearing, we can have a look now at the schedule to see here Here you see it. Parole hearing is only possible during the time the prisoners are not sleeping, as understood. So you see, every day there are 4 parole hearings. It also makes sense to have a parole for sure, because then prisoners at least have a chance to discuss or to check regarding I made a mistake. Okay. So. Okay. Another important room. Parole, we're done. Exactly. Nee. This makes more sense here. Yes. Did I have this already? I think I have this already. Let me check. I check Visitation. I have already shown. No, I haven't shown in the first part. Okay, Visitation. Visitation is easy explained. Also, a prisoner is allowed to see their. Sorry. Also, I'll drink something more. Also, the prisoner is allowed to see her or his beloved ones, and therefore there are visitation times where they can see each other. There are different kind of visitation booths, or different kind of visitation tables, I have to say. I use here the nicest form with a normal table where they sit in front of each other, but there are also some maybe do I see it here? This table? Unsure how to find the one I want to. Table. Not table. It's not table. Okay, maybe we should also sort here by name. A to Z. Here, perfect. So you can also here, you can also add here filter from A to Z. Sometimes easier, but because this object list feels endless and gets bigger and bigger. So what here would be really nice would be something like a subjects or something. Yes, I can sort here, but we get my point. Let's see if I find it. Visitor booth, exactly. So what I can also do is here you can have also visitor booth 1-to-1. This is smaller, but you have the glass table in between. Benefit of the glass table is for sure less easier to bring in contraband, but this one is nicer than the less contraband. But if you want to do it old style, you can do this with the visitor booth, and then they're completely separated and only look through the glass. Okay.